Hey everyone, Brian from Workshop Addict. I have a multi-use shop here. I do a lot of automotive work, a little bit of metal, a little bit of wood. So I like to keep all my metal stuff, all the greasy stuff, a little bit distance from the wood. And I also like to make cuts on metal very clean, very precise, but also not spraying dust all over cars or anything like that. So I try to use bandsaws to do the cuts. Now I have a larger Milwaukee M18 bandsaw that I use all the time, but I found sometimes it's a little bit too big. So I picked up this Milwaukee M12 bandsaw. It's model number 2429-21 XC. It comes with a case, a charger, and a M12 Redlithium XC battery. This is not the 4.0 battery because this is not a new unit. But with that said, it does have space to store the battery on the tool and one more battery in the case. So if you have a different M12 battery, you can store it in there. Very cool unit. Just want to preface, if you see the saw jumping a little bit, the blade that I have on here has a small bump in it where it was welded. So it just kind of made a noise every time it went through it. That is not the saw, that is the blade. Speaking of the blade, this takes a 20 thousandths thick blade, 1/2 inch wide, 27 1/16 inches long. You can get that in different pitches, different tooth per inches, whatever you need to cut. This thing is just an absolute great saw. In fact, it's OSHA approved for cutting with one hand, so it's got enough guarding around it. It's 1 5/8 wide for cut, and you can cut 2 3/4 inches in depth. The LED light that's inside here is absolutely perfect, and it's bright enough that you can see it under good light, and under dim light it's not too bright that it's blinding you. Perfect place, perfect angle, nice little saw. And I guess one of the reasons why I wanted to get this is because here's my main bandsaw that I use, and the size difference of this is amazing. You know, just if you're talking one-handed cuts, or if you're gonna talk just using this on a small bolt, getting into cars, somewhere where you don't wanna throw a lot of sparks from a grinder, if you're around fuel or anything combustible, this thing works great. I really like the small size of it, excuse me. I also like I can cut with it one-handed, and it fits into a lot of areas that the bigger saw here won't. Now, Milwaukee rates this at cutting 3/4 inch EMT. You can get 125 cuts out of this battery. Obviously, if you upgrade to the new XC 4.0 battery, you'll get more. Cutting wise for this, on bolts, it's all going to depend what you're cutting, what grade bolt, all this stuff. But I have yet to run this out of battery, and I've been using this to go through and help one of my buddies work on his car, and we're changing some suspension around. Everything underneath it is absolutely a mess from the snow in Michigan. Otherwise, I'd try to get you guys some in-action shots. It's working great, absolutely great. Even when we get it soaked in water and salt, it's still cutting through everything good. Just a wonderful little unit. If you're looking for something to cut metal that's a little bit smaller, that allows you to get into different areas. In changing the blade on this, super simple. Opening the case. On the back, there's a lever that you push to remove the tension. You can put a blade in, tighten it up, and there's actually a tracking system on the back. If you have an issue with the blade coming off, you can just adjust it slightly. Very, very cool unit that's got a 5-year tool warranty and a 3-year battery warranty. I love the Milwaukee tools, guys. Bigger isn't always better. Check this guy out. I think you'll really like it. Stop by the forum at Workshop Addict. We also got a blog there. We'll talk about this tool and other tools that we really like. We have a lot of projects coming up. I think you'll enjoy them. Also, we'll keep you up to date in any new tool news. There's going to be a lot of Milwaukee news coming out with their one-key system. We'll keep you up to date on that. Have a great day, guys.